Radio.
Yo, 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 yo. Welcome into a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Happy Friday. And we got wall-to-wall ball, baby. You know, Hoop City is, doesn't have anybody representing Hoop City, but the city itself is representing the NCAA tournament. And we got action all day long, all day strong. First game of the day, well, that would be FAU in Northwestern. But before we get into all the goodies that we're going to be betting on, well, no, the first thing that we have to do, because it starts in 10 minutes, the first thing we have to do is ask Bryant Dacus, because the FAU Northwestern game looks like nothing I'm going to play right off the bat. My first game yesterday really went bad. I did great in the evening games. Did a cash out last night that I'm still bothered by. We'll talk about that. But before anything, because we are T-minus 9 minutes till Northwestern FAU, I don't like the game, but I will play it if you tell me to. So I don't think he likes it. He's not throwing up over there, so that's a good thing.
Thanks, John. No, I don't really care for this game very much. I will not be betting on it.
All right. I'm actually going to do a little pause. We're not going to bet on the first game today, Northwestern Wildcats, FAU Owls, Dusty May. FAU had a hell of a run last year. Hell of a run. Well, I mean, minus 4.5, man. It just looks so easy. Looks so easy. Vlad Golding. My man Johnny Davis. Everything that looks really easy is sometimes hard in these damn tournaments. But now we got to talk a little bit about yesterday, because I'm still just in shock at what we witnessed. You know that I've been on Kansas's ass all year. Can't stand them. Don't think they're any good. Overrated. Hunter Dickinson, I'm going to give you. He's that dude. Furphy's weak. Timberlake's terrible. And the referees in that game gave it to Kansas. The call, and if you haven't seen it, where Timberlake goes up to dunk, the cleanest block I've ever seen in my entire life happens, and the refs blow the whistle, call a foul, put him to the line. And that's basically how Kansas won the game, because it was 61-40. Kansas was up by 20, and then they did what Kansas does, and they went choke job all over the place. I still can't believe they pulled that one out. And I'm just kind of, I keep thinking to myself, damn. Like, the refs got that so bad, and in that single game, that one sticks out specifically. They looked at the monitor so many times it got annoying. Like, every few seconds, I felt like the damn refs were going over to look at something. Oh, was it a flagrant? No, it's just a common foul, Couldn't tell who had the damn ball. And yes, I want them to get this right, but do we need the dudes who are running 90 miles an hour down the court to literally stop all the action, go stand over there for 5 to 7 minutes looking through replay? Haven't we learned that you can do it a lot faster? In-game action, watch it. You think there's something called out on the buzzer? There's a guy who's already sitting in front of a screen watching the replay saying, no, there's nothing here. Just keep on going with the action. Whatever. Somebody needs to be able to buzz in and say, that was the cleanest block I've ever seen in my entire life. There is no way you can give this guy 2 free throws. Timberlake goes and hits his free throws, but my man sure as hell didn't deserve them. Kansas choked that junt. I feel so bad for Samford. They came back. They balled. They did everything. It just wasn't enough. I like Bucky. Boy, he looks young on that sideline, doesn't he? Goodness. I'm just saying, that Samford-Kansas game, it was awesome. Hunter Dickinson, there was nobody that could match this guy. 20 rebounds, 19 points. He had 4 blocks. But, dude, as a team, that little Samford team was just running around. And after that big dunk, Like, did you see my man just slash down the lane, throw that junt down like you would not believe? It was like Acre or something.
A chore.
A chore. I don't know, man. I'm trying to think. I remember he's 14.
Hey, that's all that matters. I mean, if you know their number, it's college basketball. There's so many teams.
I mean,
the fact that we have to remember these guys' names is ridiculous.
It is absolutely ridiculous. But I'm just going to tell you something. I thought that guy was awesome.
Yeah, no, he's probably their best player.
I don't know how he was at Sanford. And then you had to look like some dudes who were throwing up some wild threes. That Campbell dude, like, dude, he has a stroke. He had 5 trays, and he hit some big ones where they were down by 7, and he poured that one in from the corner. Like, that was such a clutch shot. Cuts it to 4, puts on more pressure. Kansas turns the ball over. Bing, bang, boom. They're back. It's 2-point game. And then they get bailed out by the refs. It also screws my bracket, which I'm sure most people's brackets are screwed. And by the way, if you like the SEC, well, you got screwed yesterday too, because all that talking about the SEC, John, that you did, you sound like an idiot. John, you're terrible, bro.
Are you talking to yourself in third person?
I was now switching to John Calipari.
Oh, I see. Hey, you can't do that.
But
That's one thing I hate.
I was talking to myself in third person.
Somebody did that. I think it was Dave earlier. We were sitting there. He goes, "Poor John," and I go, "I thought he was talking about you." And he's talking about John Calipari. So we gotta,
I didn't say poor John. I said
no. I'm saying that's what Dave said earlier. He was like, "Poor John," and I was like,
"You gotta
what happened to John?"
Yeah,
and then he was like, "Calipari." I was like, "Oh yeah, that was rough last night."
Yeah, that is absolutely embarrassing. So they lost in the first round this year, lost in the second round last year, first round the year before that, didn't even qualify in 2021. Damn, brah. And I'm just going to sit there and echo what Jay Wright said. By the way, Seth Greenberg, you're 100% wrong. Your BS take on Cal and Kentucky is wrong. It's not about getting the coaches in there to make sure, like, all the distractions these young kids have. Man, shut up. Jay Wright said it best, and it's very simple. While you have NIL, you are going to have old dudes. DeAndre Williams was trying to come back to play for the Tigers, was he not? 26 years old. Look around the landscape of the game. When you have dudes who are not going to be playing in the NBA and making that type of money, they're going to come back, take that money, and play grown-ass man basketball, and that's what it's turned. The one-and-done era is over. Cal hasn't adjusted to that. Having all those freshmen doesn't help. And, oh, by the way, I will tell you, his freshmen are going to be so much better pros and will actually play in the NBA. But by the time they get to the NBA, guess what? They'll actually be more mature. They'll know more about the game. Their bodies will have developed further. When you look around and you're playing against 22 and 23-year-old men, and yes, you are a phenom coming out of high school. You got more damn stars next to your name. You got all kinds of talent. But guess what? Experience matters because pressure bursts pipes. And you saw that happen with Kentucky. The kids crumbled. They didn't make good decisions. They didn't make right shots. Everybody was looking like all crazy-eyed, like, who's going to make a play? Man, I just don't understand, like, why this would be hard for someone not to get. Like, to say, it's John's got to have an assistant because when you have young, talented people like this, the whole world is gravitating to them and try to get a piece of them. That is true. But as you can go with the other way, how about you pay some of those dudes who were like, juniors and seniors? How about a Dalton Connect? I know that's easy to sit there and say for Tennessee, but again, this is a guy who now is going to be a first-round draft pick, but who the hell knew who Dalton Connect was before this year? Because I had no clue. I do remember my cousin Bob, who's a huge Tennessee fan, reaching out to me. He's like, "Bro, we got this dude Dalton Connect," and I remember kind of laughing, and I looked him up, and I was like, "Dude, the white boy from Northern Colorado." I was like, "That y'all's big get?" He's like, "Oh man, he's gonna be good, man. Please, he is great." But he's also older. And the only team that even looked good from the SEC yesterday was Tennessee. Now, they beat a really crummy team. I mean, you can't blame them for, who they had to play. But them Vols beat the St. Peter's.
Sure did.
Isn't
Something Kentucky couldn't
I was going to say,
yeah.
isn't that who Cal lost to? Was it last year or 2 years ago? It was 2 years ago, first round. Yeah,
right.
2 years ago, first round.
Same thing, 15 over 2.
Yep, it was. That was when Shaheen Holloway was there.
Wow, what pulled that one out? I'm impressed, John.
What's up? Did something good. But the Vols were the only thing that made the SEC save a little bit of respect. You got a lot of SEC action today.
Yeah, how many SEC games do we have today? I know Auburn plays, Alabama plays,
Florida plays, Texas A&M plays.
A&M. So is that it? Yeah, that's it. Because we had 4 yesterday.
Dude, we did that
today,
off the top, brah.
Because there's 8 teams that got in from the SEC. So 4 yesterday, 4 today.
Yeah, we did that off the top. The first team from the Southeastern Conference.
Should we fade the SEC today?
No. Yesterday was
So today's get back day.
Today is get back day. For the conference, it just means more. And,
I got
and
you.
Yale ain't got nothing on Auburn, bro. You lay that 13.5, please. Remember I said this. Auburn, if you want Yale, don't take them and take the 13.5. Because 7 minutes into the ball game, you're going to be catching 20 points. Auburn is good, and they are deep, and they are going to be absolutely nasty. And, they're out in Spokane, bro. You know what I'm saying?
UW.
They're out there in that Washington area. Bruce Pearl's going to have his boys ready to go. Then you have Florida plays Colorado. By the way, the Yale-Auburn game, 3:15 on the TNT. Colorado and Florida's at 3:30 on TBS. Florida in Colorado are a pick'em.
Are they really?
I saw 1.5 this morning. I looked a little bit earlier, and it was Florida minus 115 and the comeback Colorado plus 105.
Wow, how about that?
That's basically a pick'em, bro. That's just a pick'em.
We also have games here in Memphis today, John.
Yes, we do. FedEx Forum. The one that I'm excited to see is Texas A&M in Nebraska. That's at 5:30, 5:50, I think, or 6. Man,
It's at some time.
I know it's. When,
I'll tell you. Hold on, John.
When my show is over for sure, and it's the
well,
late
a
one.
lot of day.
And I can't remember. It's between 5:30 and 6:30.
It's about an hour, so yeah, it's good time to break it
Hey,
down.
man, if I can land in between that hour,
That's right.
I did a good job.
Let's see. Now my computer's I just turned my mic off in the middle of my sentence. Idiot. My computer's acting slow is what I was saying.
We're self-deprecating today. We've eaten a little humble pie after the first round of the tournament.
You got to. How'd you do in terms of wins and losses on your bracket?
My bracket's pretty terrible, to be honest with you.
Really?
Yeah, it is. I didn't do well, of course.
Well, because you had
I had Samford.
There was another one that everyone had yesterday.
McNeese. Gonzaga beat them like it was going out of style.
That was crazy.
To finish on the Oregon game, though, I got them in my bracket, but I got scared off betting the game because all the money that was coming in on Oregon. And I'm like, man, when that much money's coming in on one side, it's kind of freaking me out a little bit. So I backed off of it, and if you didn't notice, South Carolina was terrible. Oregon won by 14 points.
Texas A&M, Nebraska, 5:50 tonight.
Oh, the time. I was like 550. -5. What? I was thinking odds again. I was thinking odds. And did you see the kid for Oregon who dropped 40?
Yeah, how about that?
And then you had the other kid for, oh my gosh, who hit, 10 3-pointers?
Yeah, the kid for Golke.
Golke,
so that kid, I brought him up a month ago. I'd watched an Oakland game.
I like his moxie when he walked off the stage and he says, "We're no Cinderella."
How about that?
Heck yeah, bro.
I think you are, but okay, I like your confidence. So I brought him up in the afternoon about a month ago because I was watching an Oakland game. This entire season, I'm sure you've seen this since then. He's only taken 8 2-point attempts.
Dude, I didn't realize that.
Only 8. He's taken like 300 something shots. All of his shots, except for 8 of them, have been 3-pointers.
And this is this is a very talented Kentucky team, by the way. We are still talking a little bit about the Kentucky, obviously, because Oakland and Golke is the kid what we're talking about. My man dropped 10 3-pointers in the opening round of the tournament on Kentucky's face. 32 points. By the way, he was 50% because he was 10 for 20.
Yeah.
Bro was jacking them junts up, and they were all contested or falling away or moving this way. Like, my man was just, he was throwing some haymakers with Reeves, who was also shooting the ball extremely well. But yeah, Oakland dropped Kentucky. That was amazing.
And I love their coach almost died, back in like 2017.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, I've heard
It's one of my favorite stories.
I've heard a lot of great stories. Please tell me this one because I have not heard this.
So I saw this a little bit ago, earlier this season at some point. But back in 2017, their coach Kempe or whatever his name is, he had kidney stones. And they were like really bad.
Do you know how bad that hurts?
Yeah, but they couldn't get it. They couldn't remove it, and so he had to have surgery. And they still couldn't remove it during surgery. So they were like, "Look, we put in this like stent or something in to like
open
try
it up
to,
and hoping to get it out
right over time. And we're gonna give you this medicine that hopefully like it dissolves and it gets smaller and we can like take it out." They were like, "But just keep." Yeah, I know it's horrible. So they're like, go live your life. We'll set up another appointment.
Go live your life.
2 months.
You're going to be in pain.
Right.
Hopefully you survive the pain over the next month.
So like a couple months later, he was like, ooh, I still don't feel good. This is not working. But it was like in the middle of July, which is like prime recruiting season. He was like, I'm just going to have to thug it out and wait because like I got to recruit players to my team. Mm-hmm. And so he goes down to Peach Jam in Georgia. And he was going to spend like the whole weekend there. There's obviously they always do it. They do Peach Jam, which is EYBL, which is the Nike circuit. There's also like maybe 20 minutes outside of where they do Peach Jam in Atlanta, they have a Under Armour circuit event. And so like you can go see all the Under Armour kids, you can go see all the Nike kids. It's a great weekend. Well, while he's there, he's like, I do not feel good at all. He's like having to run to the restroom in between sessions and like throw up.
So he was like you yesterday.
Thank you, John. He's like having to like use like the side of the like wall to like even like climb down the stairs. And his assistant coach was there, was like, yo, I'll recruit. You've got to go home. Like, you look like you're about to die. So he goes home, and, like, the whole time, he's like, it is so cold in here. It is so cold in here. But he's like, in the middle of summer in Georgia, they kick up the AC in all of these gyms. It's probably just that. Well, he gets back home to Michigan, and he's still freezing. So he decides to get into his hot tub to try to, like, warm up. And that doesn't work. He's in the hot tub, and he's still cold. So he's like, oh, my gosh, I've got to go to the hospital. He goes to the hospital, and they're like, oh, yeah, we got to, like, get you in right now. And they took his temperature. So the regular body temperature is
98.7.
Sure. His was, like, 106.5.
Bro, your brain's about to boil.
Oh, yeah. And he was, like, his
cooking from the inside.
Laying down on the table, his heart rate was, like, 145. And literally, he said they started working on him and stuff like that. And a nurse came in and said, do you have a pastor or somebody that we could call in here? Basically saying, you're going to die. If you need to get right with the Lord, we'll call him in.
Peace.
And he ended up surviving, but like was very close to dying.
I'll tell you, I think this, like I have to give Pastners and all those
Josh?
No, not Josh Pastner, but like the preachers.
Oh, pastors.
Pastors, thanks. Did I say Pastner?
I thought you said Pastner.
Well, you also said something, by the way, just to go back. Did you say thug it out?
Yeah, thug it out.
Is that a new lingo?
No,
you have to suck it up.
I've used it all my life.
I like that.
I try not to use it.
Never heard it before. I thought it was interesting.
It just slipped out. I apologize.
But again, to those people who like when somebody's on their deathbed, you know what I'm saying? Like actually answer the call and go there.
That's tough.
Like that would be a tough job, bro. Oh man, the phone's ringing. Somebody's probably dying. Like
I thought you said our phone.
No. I'm saying like when your phone, I get annoyed when people call me. You know that.
Oh yeah.
So annoyed, and nobody calling me to come in there and take their last rites. You know.
Jeez.
That's a man, respect.
I guess so. Yeah, I mean, it's got to be a tough job.
It is a tough job, I'm sure. Now, we got also, again, a lot of action to talk about from yesterday. We got the historian going to join us. We'll talk about how Sanford got robbed. We'll talk about how good Gonzaga looked at McNeese. I don't hear nobody talking about Will Wade today.
Huh.
Oregon looked like a bunch of bad mamma jammas. NC State, I'm telling you, dude. NC State, out of the ACC, I have more confidence in NC State right now than I have Duke or North Carolina. And you might think I'm crazy. Go watch them play. You got a team of some dogs that don't give up, who just, I mean, their guards are tough. They're not afraid of anybody. And when you got the big boy down low, you know, he was in a little bit of foul trouble yesterday. Wasn't one of his best games. But it's not like he needed it, because off the bench, you had Middlebrook come up there and start dropping bombs all over the place. I mean, it was a really, really good game by the Wolfpack. And if you don't remember, they just, kind of did a little run through the ACC. I just think they're playing really good ball. So we're going to talk a lot about what we saw yesterday, what we got coming up. We got bets. We got Jay Ham, the historian. We got T-Money and Uncle Brasky. They are they're at the casinos right now.
A good day to be at the casinos.
They are tore up already. I don't know if they're just tore up already, or they were just, like how you can stay tore up all night.
Sure.
And then you continue to go in through the next day with the help of other things. Mm-hmm. I can't tell which one it is. Like, did they go to sleep?
It's a good question.
Or are they taking, what do you call those, PEDs?
Sure.
They should be GEDs, gambling. He's like, anyway, we're taking a quick break. On the other side, we're coming back with Jay Ham. One other thing I almost forgot to tell you. This is very, very important. The Wingfest. Go to worldwingfest.com. This is really important. April 20th, it's going down. It's at River Garden Park down on Riverside Drive. It is amazing. It is there's over 60 teams. If you want to be a team, you need to reach out now. Go to worldwingfest.com. Find out how to join. If you just want to be a participant and go in and have a lot of fun, please go to worldwingfest.com. You can purchase your tickets right there. They have VIP tickets. That's got a cater. It's going to be catered, and it's got an open bar. They have general admission tickets, so you can walk around, go to each one. There's going to have bands. They have a wing eating contest. It's just a lot of fun, and the coolest thing is all the money benefits the Ronald McDonald House. Again, we talk about St. Jude here in this city. It's just an amazing place. St. Jude is awesome. But the families and the kids from all across the country who, need a place to stay when they come to get their child the care that they need, they stay at the Ronald McDonald House. It is a wonderful organization. All the proceeds go to the Ronald McDonald House. And this is the 22nd year we're doing this bad boy. And I shouldn't say we, but I guess I can, because it's all of you and it's all of us who help raise that money. $300,000 they've raised for the charities over at the Ronald McDonald House. Get your tickets starting next week. I'm giving away 2 tickets a day to Wingfest. But your goal is, if you win 2 tickets, you got to get your friends to go out there and buy a few tickets and head on down there and have a whole lot of fun again. It's April 20th. That's 420. Down at River Garden Park on Riverside Drive. It's the 22nd Annual World Championship Hot Wing Contest and Festival. You will have fun. Go to worldwingfest.com and don't touch the dial. Jay Ham's next. Sports 56 98.5 FM.
Join the voice of the Tigers, Dave Woloshin, for Wolo and Friends. Weekday mornings from 10 to 11 here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Visit Frontier Western Store today for new shirts and boots. Frontier is your top Carhartt store in the Mid-South. There's thousands of in-stock shirts and jeans. They have the classic K87 pocket tee in every color they make, including new ones just released. Available small to 4X. Want new jeans? Frontier has you covered with super tough work denim by Carhartt. And you've got to check out their selection of Ariat jeans for men, women, and children. You'll love how easy it is to find the size and style you need. Have you seen Frontier's remodeled world-famous boot showroom? It continues to expand. New styles by Ariat just arrived, plus plenty of in-stock proven classics too. Whether you need work or dress boots, trust that Frontier's the place to come. See thousands of pairs of Ariat boots and thousands more by Dan Post, Corral, Durango, Rocky, Twisted X, and others. And Frontier's pricing is lower than online and chain stores, so you know just the local shop to visit. Frontier Western Store, 5880 Goodman Road in Olive Branch, and on the web at frontierwesternstore.com. Locally owned and operated since 1967.
Together, let's drive. Hey, everybody, it's Chevy truck season. All the Silverados you want are right here in Olive Branch at All-Star Chevrolet. Come get any new Silverado you want with financing down to 0.09, and your good credit deserves it. Trailblazers and Equinox with the 1.5 financing and no payments for 90 days. Families love the new Suburban, so you can do more together. Where are you going for Easter and spring break? And better yet, what are you driving? Military, teachers, college students, and healthcare workers, you get an extra $500 bonus. And do you want pre-owned? Everything you want is here. All the Jeeps and Ram trucks. Come drive this Yukon Denali or a Traverse. If it's not here, just ask for Jeff or Kevin and they'll find it for you. And Kevin and Jeff and everyone here at All-Star Chevy asked me to wish everyone a happy springtime and Easter. Remember, it's not South Haven, not Mount Moriah, Bartlett, or Collierville. It's got to be Olive Branch, people. Go to All-Star Chevy today or go to allstarautogroup.com.
Do you know one of the best things you can do for your employees or family's health? Provide Arctic Clear bottled water. Arctic Clear bottled water is your locally owned and operated bottled water provider. Arctic Clear is 100% natural spring water with free delivery and setup, dependable service, and no long-term contracts. What an easy choice. Call Jeff Manus today, 901-382-2363, or visit arctic-clear.com. Arctic Clear bottled water. Call now, 382-2363. That's 382-2363.
Are you aware? It's patio season. Family Leisure sure is. That's why they have factory direct pricing on swimming pools, spas, and even, yes, patio furniture. Yes, sir, it's indeed patio season. So come by Family Leisure and check out all the brand new 2024 patio furniture sets. And with patio season here, you know that pool season will be here before you even know it. So buy now to get in line for your pool installation and get pre-season pricing. Plus, you could save $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, even up to $5,000 on all spas and swim spas. Family Leisure has got special pricing on all in-stock saunas, theater seating, pool tables, and even outdoor kitchens. I love it when it's patio season because of all the fantastic deals that Family Leisure makes available just for you. Family Leisure, Whitten Road at I-40, where family and fun come together.
If you need glass replaced, there's only one name you need to know. Binswanger Glass, the largest full-service glass company in the U.S. They've been an industry leader for over 145 years. For all your residential, commercial, or auto glass needs, Binswanger Glass is the name you need to know. 24-hour emergency service for all commercial customers, plus a nationwide warranty on all professionally installed glass. Visit Binswanger Glass in Midtown at 340 South Hollywood across from the Liberty Bowl. Visit binswingerglass.com. Binswanger Glass.
It's time to triple your savings with Gossett's Jeep Celebration Event and Ram Truck Month and Dodge Power Shot Days, all at Gossett Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat on the Pike. How about new 2023 Jeep Renegade Latitude 4x4? We Gossett $5,052 off MSRP. That's Jeep Renegade Latitude $24,988. How about new 2023 Jeep Cherokee Altitude 4x4? We Gossett $33,230. That's $8,000 off MSRP. And Gossett Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat on the Pike has 2023 Jeep Gladiator Rubicon 4x4, $14,000 off MSRP. So drive past the rest and come to the best Gossett on the Pike, or shop online, GossettMotorCars.net.
If you want it, we Gossett at Gossett Motor Cars.
Renegade Triple P 56029, MSRP 30040, Altitude PD 10 3653, MSRP 41230, Gladiator PL 570 369, MSRP 64925, includes all rebates and incentives. PF 695 excludes tax, title, and license. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through end of the month with approved credit. Dealer stock only.
Ole Miss Rebel Yell is back. The Rebel Yell Hotline Radio Show is back on WHBQ Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Every Monday night at 6, hear the latest news on your Ole Miss Rebels with Yancey Porter with 24/7 Sports, former Ole Miss defensive tackle Mike Fitzsimmons, Gordon Ford covering SEC Sports Call, and former Ole Miss baseball baseball announcer Gary Darby. From kickoff to free throw to extra innings, your Ole Miss sports on the Rebel Yell Hotline Show. Right here Monday night at 6 on Sports 56, 560 AM and 98.5 FM. Your Mid-South sports station.
All the wisdom of the universe is in these bones.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It is a Friday. And by the way, man, it is a absolutely like legit Friday. Like one, I didn't get busted in an MLB gambling scandal like Shohei Ohtani. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't even hear about that.
Oh, bro, $4.5 million. Let me tell you something. I watched, I'm like a little baby Stony Sleuth. You know what I mean? Still do a little hippie lettuce and kind of watch.
And then investigate.
And then rewind and watch
That's
again.
what all cops should
Hop
do.
on the X. I agree, dude. Smoke a little lettuce, you might find the answer.
That's true.
And plus, they'd probably be also just like, I mean, that'd also be less off their plate, bro.
Hey.
You know what I mean? Wouldn't have to be busted and like
I
stupid weed
need
people.
to read. I'm gonna read that a little later on.
But hold on. So Shohei, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, he fired his interpreter, who his interpreter supposedly like got $4.5 million in the hole in a legal bet making scandal. Okay, I don't know if you know this. I don't know many interpreters who were swinging sticks that big. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I know professional baseball players who turned down $700 million to stay with the Angels to basically get almost $1 billion to go to the damn Dodgers. I bet they can handle losing $4.5 million gambling.
Oh, either that or he been hanging out with Bruno Mars.
Oh, God, $51 million to bet MGM. I mean,
How he get out of the casino? How did he walk out of the casino?
No, they own him. That man's going to be singing songs. Well, give me a Bruno Mars song. He's going to be up in the MGM.
I'll catch a grenade for you, John.
I'll catch a grenade for you.
But if you're somebody like Bruno Mars, don't you have somebody like in your posse that's like, hey, Bruno, like,
especially
you know how much money you're down right now?
One would think that.
Dude, as small as Bruno is, dude, you just pick him up, put him in your pocket, and take him out of the car, and then whip his little tail later on. Come on.
This is true.
Like, Bruno, don't make me. But, man, there's just been all kinds of crazy stuff going on in the sports world, so I'm having fun. But the one thing I was going to tell you about being a Stony Sleuth, I went back and watched. While he's over there, they're in the dugouts, buddy, chuckling back and forth, and then just an hour later, he's accusing him of like taking $4.5 million in wire transfers. And I'm like, where did you get access to his bank to where you can wire his like you're supposed to translate for him. Are you his banker now too? This is fishy.
That's wild.
I'm telling you right now, let me tell you something. Shohei, reckless speculation. Let me put that out there at first. But no damn interpreter is racking up a $4.5 million damn gambling debt.
Well, that's what he said at first. At first, he said it was his gambling debt, and then like did a whole like 90-minute interview with ESPN about it, and then
what happened? The whole story starts falling apart when people start poking around and doing
literally,
a thing called reporting.
ESPN was about to publish it and got like a email sent to them from Shohei's people and was like, everything you heard last night, delete it. Like that was a lie.
Yep.
Hilarious.
And when everybody's lying and there's a billionaire around, they're all lying to protect the billionaire, okay? I want to fall on a sword,
That's
please.
like my pop used to say all the time. It ain't always the crime. A lot of times it's
the cover up.
It's just what it is.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. He's Shohei, so I bet nothing happens to him. He's worth too much money to the game.
Cold blood.
They'll figure out another person to they'll pin it on this dude. You watch. But it's also like Pete Rose has got to be out there going, wait, I'm
That's
banned
what
for
I thought
lame.
about first. Like Pete, I'd be like, hold up, dog.
True.
Pete, Calvin, Ridley, everybody else too, for that matter.
Yeah, Calvin Ridley did still get got a new bag, man.
Sure did.
Got a fat bag.
Hey, it paid off. Worked that well for him in the end. Just stay away from FanDuel, my G. That's all I'm saying. DraftKings, all that, just stay away. Y'all know that dude that Shaka took out the gym didn't even start?
Do what now?
He's not even a starter.
Yeah.
For which team?
For Oakland.
You're talking about Jack?
Yeah.
The dude who does nothing but shoot threes?
Yeah.
Literally.
That look like he sell term life insurance.
He look, man, I'm telling you right now, we're going to get this man. He's, bro, like.
When I first saw him, I was like, he looked like the typical dude that runs the intramural league. Any campus. Pick a campus. It's a pro. He fits the profile and look of a dude that runs in. And that dude that run the intramural league, he will go
off on you
and shoot 10 for 20 from three. That's
and
the
he
thing.
did it. That's a good man. And by the way, though, I do love the guy's moxie because I said this to Dacus earlier. Like, I've never heard of Golke, and I'm watching this dude just
perfect name too, Golke,
throwing daggers from deep. And just, I mean, this is also, I mean, you got to think about this is Kentucky with everyone that went in. Like, it looked like a part of John's soul was, like, being taken away from him. Like, it was crazy. And every time that guy hit one of them, man.
And he's contested, John.
Falling away, 7-footers in his face, burying him, and then running. And by the way, running down the court talking trash.
It's tough to digest.
Flexing.
Because see, here's the thing that was fun for me about that.
Old Jack Golke.
It's some things I'm quite sure we can nitpick and pull out, but
with John and Calipari's team or something, or the Kentucky youngsters, or what?
What could John have done differently here?
Well, here's the thing. It's very simple. I swear, I'm stealing it from Jay Wright because what he said, I believe. He said that until John changes, the one and done freshman,
what's the fun
full
part
of
about
people
that?
is done because but just listen to what Wright said. He said these guys will be this team. The kids on this team are going to go have great NBA careers. Like this Jack Golke kid is going to be selling insurance.
He's going to run the intramural league.
That's right. Run the intramural league. But the one thing is you got full-grown men, and while in the day of NIL, full-grown men are going to get paid to stay in the game
Jay Wright
longer.
said it last night.
That's why I said I'm stealing it from him, and I agree.
I've said it weekly here on this show anytime we talk
you know what?
basketball.
It's usually, I can't remember what we talk about because you're the one who gives me an edible on Friday when I don't even remember doing the second hour of the show.
See, now you're going to blame that on me. And
I'm
that's
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
But I've said it for...
If Mama Ham's listening, Mama Ham, that's not true.
She's probably shaking her head like he's too. But it's just like, just in general, like with John, it's like, okay, I got Big Shot Run, our host, 94 Feet of Life, youtube.com/94 Feet of Life. Quick plug. We had John on the show the other night.
We had fun, man. I had a good time.
We got to get you on with us, too, B. We kick it tough, But Big Shot about 5 years ago was like, yo, it's really about time to put Cal on trial. I said, here's the thing, though, Big Shot.
Ever since he put him on trial, by the way, the man has failed at every single stop.
Well, this is
first round, second round.
It was 2019 when he was in.
They didn't even make it that.
When they went to the Elite Eight, they lost to Auburn.
And then they got
COVID killed the next tournament. They missed the next one, and then the next few.
First round, second round, first round.
Right. So they hadn't got past the first weekend. Okay. I go back to when they won in 2012, and they started the next season. The 2012-2013 season, and ESPN did that whole look behind-the-scenes 30-minute special on them. And he pretty much said what his objective was then, and that objective has not changed. He didn't talk about winning championships. He didn't talk about
about getting kids in the league.
He talked about helping kids reach their dream. If it's going to be one and done, and they going to draft you in the first round, get the hell off my roster and go get your money, is what he's been telling these cats. And he been doing that since he was here.
That is
really,
true.
He told Marcus Camby that too.
I was going to say, listen, UMass,
yeah, he told
Memphis,
Marcus Camby the same
Kentucky,
thing.
every stop. That's
I remember the conversation with Marcus Camby. He said, Marcus, why do you want to come back? I want to win a national championship. That's not about
that doesn't
you.
Matter.
That's about us. Why do you want to come back here? Why do you need to come back here? He had no reason. Go get paid. His focus and objective never wavered. even then. That was 12 years ago.
Now, this is the interesting point. It was okay when UMass was going to the Final Four. It was okay when Memphis was going to the Final Four. It was cool when Kentucky went and won a championship and went to a bunch of Final Fours. The only reason, though, this would still work because getting kids to the NBA is how you get the best kids.
That's
how you get the best kids. The one thing, though, is Kentucky fan doesn't care about their player at the next level.
Mm-hmm.
Kentucky fan just wants to Kentucky win because Kentucky fan don't even give a damn about the NBA. They care about the Wildcats.
This is true. And that's what I was telling me and Big Shot was discussing in that regard. I was like, they've gotten to a point to where, because he was getting to the second weekend during that run. I think it was from the time he got there, he got to at least the second weekend, with the exception of the year they didn't make the tournament. In the 2016 year, they got to the second round. Every other year after that, he's been in Sweet 16, Elite 8 at minimum. So they took that as the trade-off in terms of like the administration, the boosters, the people that signed the checks, the money folks. They took that as a trade-off because you're still a top-tier program, even without it. But none of the Blue Bloods are really who they were just in that general now. So it's like they're going through the same thing that Carolina's been through a few times. Kansas probably going to go through it he will go through it eventually. UCLA is going through it now. Duke just became a Blue Blood recently, but kind of the same deal there with a transition in power. The game is evolving, so he has to evolve. Now, in fairness to John, it won't appear this way, but he's actually become a better XO coach than what he was years prior.
And again, I'm not going to sit there and say that Cal had a bad game plan, but when you have the freshman stars that you have, Dillingham could not buy a bucket, and when crunch time, he was looking for anybody else to take the shot but him because he had missed a couple and he got scared.
How many of them dudes can buy beer?
Wagner. None of the guys I'm talking about can. Wagner, saying? Another freshman. He's awesome. 17 minutes. 0 for 4 from downtown. Freshman. Didn't score a single point.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it wasn't good for him. You also had, the only one that actually played, Shepard, by the way, was terrible. He finished with 3 points. A couple of stupid fouls.
All of that happened, and they lost by 4.
All of them are freshmen.
And they lost by 4. So that speaks to the level of talent that they do have.
Oh, they got talent, man. We didn't even talk about the 7-footers and stuff.
But we know that the babies don't win in March.
No, the babies don't win no more.
The times that the babies won in March, they weren't babies. Anthony Davis was not a baby at 19. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist was not a baby at 19. Then they didn't even have seniors.
Mm-hmm.
But they had one that he came off the bench. That was Darius Miller. The Duke team that won 3 years after that, the only senior they had was Quinn Cook. So it's like those are like the anomalies of that. Every other team that we've seen win, it just in general, it's going to be a bunch of juniors and seniors or highly talented sophomores who are going to be lottery picks.
Like, there are those teams that have, some young guys. But, like, you look at UConn, Tristan Newton is a damn senior.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do people realize that he's the senior?
Right, but
do you realize
how old
that
is Donovan Cleveland?
He's a sophomore. He's already got a year under his belt, and he won it, and they went natty. You know what I mean? He's 7'2", 285
And they were
pounds.
around upperclassmen who
won
a
championship.
What's my boy that went to New Orleans?
Hell, Cam Spencer's a senior. Like, this UConn team, they've got a lot of senior talent sprinkled in with a little bit of young magic. That's usually for the next year.
But you need that in the Big East. The Big East is always the old Big East or today's Big East. The Big East has always been a grown man conference. Regardless, didn't matter who was in there at the time. It's always you had to be a man to play in that conference.
It's true, and I'm trying to think.
It's still that way.
Diarra's a senior. Like, look how many seniors are on UConn who are getting high quality basketball minutes.
Right.
And look while they're performing. That's one of the reasons they're performing because they're not little guys.
By no stretch. But that's what makes this whole thing fun and interesting because It only takes one.
Man, we got to take a quick time out because I got to pay a couple bills. But when we come back, I also want to talk about Sanford and Kansas. I'm my heart and my soul. Like, I came out of my chair.
Yeah. I missed the game.
Screamed.
I
said,
replay.
like, when I saw it live, and I knew that wasn't a foul.
Right.
And just because he can't hold on to the rim and falls on his back and looks like he's just an unathletic idiot, man, that made me absolutely crazy. But I'll tell you right now, it's pretty simple. I know who wants to bet on Kansas tomorrow? Like, they ran out of that gas, and Gonzaga ran McNeese out of the gym. I think Zags win by double digits against Kansas.
I think so too, because
I'm loading up on
they have the mountain advantage being from
over there in
Spokane
Salt
and down
Lake City.
Mm-hmm. You know, so I'm going with the Zags there too.
We're taking a quick time out. I got Jay Ham, the historian, with me. Don't touch the dial. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studio, we are Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
I'm Gary York. I'm the service director at Lexus of Memphis. Our service department wants to be more than just a place where you get your oil changed. We do glass repair, windshield replacement, recalibration of your camera and sonar systems, even wheel repair, tire replacement, all the things you would expect from a luxury automotive dealer. Please check out our website. You can schedule your appointment, check out our specials, hours of operation, or if you'd like to do it in person, please reach out to one of our associates at 901-271-5199.
Guns, guns, and more guns. Over 700 firearms in stock. Home defense guns, old guns, new guns, used guns, big guns, little guns. Every gun you can think of, Classic Arms has them. All brands like Glock, Sig, Colt, Ruger, Smith & Wesson, Browning, Beretta, Benelli, Remington, Winchester, and more. Guaranteed lowest prices in town. Only gun importer in the Mid-South. Free gun inspections and appraisals and free bore sighting for the upcoming deer season. Shop online at ClassicArmsOfMemphis.com or visit Classic Arms at 1740 Germantown Parkway behind Corky's Barbecue in Cordova. Moving is stressful, but Black Tie Moving can take the worry out of the process. Whether you're moving across town or across country, moving your home or your office, your personal moving concierge from Black Tie Moving will work with you to design a plan that perfectly fits your budget and needs. And they're available 24/7 to answer any questions you have. Give Black Tie Moving a call at 901-316-6196 or go to blacktiemoving.com/Memphis to get your personal, no obligation quote from the moving experts at Black Tie Moving.
All 650 acquisition fee, 30,000 miles per year, 20 cents excess mileage. Forte RE72, 39.85, MSRP 22,320. Sportage R7, 24.7640, MSRP 29,635. Telluride RG 49.9963, MSRP 41,005. Includes all rebates and incentives. Must finance through Hyundai. Excludes tax on license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 4/1/2024. Dealer stock only.
Hey, it's my man Jeff Allen bringing sweet deals from Gossett Kia South Mount Moriah.
Hey, Randy, I've got a 2024 Kia Forte LXS that gets 41 mpg highway, and you can hit the road for just $219 a month.
That's awesome. What else you got?
2024 Kia Sportage LX, $289 a month. Both 36-month lease and $34.99 due at signing. Or go big in a 2024 Kia Telluride S all-wheel drive, $429 a month. 36-month lease and $39.99 due at signing.
Plus, get peace of mind with the 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty.
So whether you live in Horn Lake, South Haven, Olive Branch, or Memphis, you'll be happy at Gossett Kia on Mount Moriah.
We're online 24/7, KiaMountMoriah.com.
Yo, Mark, long time no see. You still down at Dyer's?
Man, I'm not down at Dyer's. I'm out at Collierville Historic Town Square.
When'd you move out there?
We've been out there for about 13 years. We've got the shops, the park, we got the train the kids like to play on.
You still cooking those burgers the old-fashioned way?
Man, we're still flattening out those hamburger balls on a slab of marble and skillet frying them the old-fashioned way like they've been doing for 100 years.
Dude, you still have those onion rings.
Man, they're fantastic. Hand-breaded, served up just right.
I loved those milkshakes. Please tell me you're still doing those.
Man, we are hand dipping those shakes, putting them in the old glass in the shake tin, served the old-fashioned way.
You got any new items out there I need to know about?
We're just doing a lot of gourmet sandwiches. We've got farm-raised catfish straight out of the Delta. We've got some hot tamales from Pasquale's Tamales out of Helena, Arkansas.
Man, are they served in the husk?
What those guys like to say, they're so good you'll suck the shuck.
Go see my buddy Mark at Dyer's Cafe in Collierville's historic town square.
Hey, this is Eli Savoy, and I've got a question for you. Who wants to pay full retail for a pre-owned car or truck when you can buy it at wholesale? Wholesale Unlimited on Pleasant View, right off Covington Pike, has an unlimited selection of super sharp pre-owned cars and trucks you can buy at the wholesale price. And right now, you can use your tax refund as all or part of a down payment and still just pay the wholesale price. Chevy Silverados, F-150s and Ram trucks, Tahoes, Explorers, Jeep Wranglers, Grand Cherokees, Renegades, a Cadillac SRX, Camaros, Mustang convertible, Hyundais. Check it out. Go to wucars.com or Google Wholesale Unlimited Memphis. This is great. Your money goes a long way when you can buy at the wholesale price, and tax refund time makes it even better. Go to Wholesale Unlimited on Pleasant View, just off Covington Pike, with guaranteed approval. Tell them you heard about it right here on Sports 56, and you can thank me later.
Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Happy Friday, everybody. We got wall-to-wall basketball. I got to give you a little bitty update. You know, you got some hoops going on right now. I have actually no action on the board yet. Right now, Florida Atlantic, though, is up by 4, 16-12 over Northwestern.
That's a rock fight.
There's 3:30 left.
That's what I'm saying.
Did you see the Texas game yesterday? Speaking of rock fight.
Yeah, I watched the first. Look, because when I watched that, who was they playing? Colorado State, right?
Yup.
They was up 8-2. And then it was like Texas went up like 32-11 or something like that. I'm like, what happened?
Colorado State scored 11 points in the entire first half.
Right.
Like, are you
They
kidding
just scored
me?
with 3 more. And that was at the 15-minute mark when they had 8.
And the worst part about it is Texas still only won a game by 12.
Rock fight.
Rock fight. There was a couple rock fights. There were some shootouts. There was all kinds of just wild games yesterday. The NC State team just beat up on Texas Tech. They're playing great basketball right now. That is a hot team, and they get to play Oakland. And I know this is sound crazy. We just watch Oakland beat Kentucky. Man, NC State, I feel like, is going to make it to the Sweet 16.
Who was that?
NC State.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Samford was really cute. Now, the one thing about it is if you're Samford and you just beat Kentucky, damn, you got to be thinking, oh, I can handle a little NC State. Right now, NC State's a 6.5-point favorite over Oakland. Now, if my man Jack Goki is hitting 10 3-pointers in that ball game, Oakland's going to be right there.
You said it in the first segment, though, John, where NC State got that's the main ingredient. They got them killers at guard.
They got killers who aren't afraid to D up on anybody. They got that ice water in their veins. They'll pull up from mid-range. They'll pull up from deep.
When you
They're
don't
not
care,
afraid
like,
to
when
shoot
you're
it.
unconscious like that, you can rattle off 5 games in 5 days and still go on to the next run. Remember I was saying on Tuesday night on 94 Feet of Life, if I had any concern that they were going to run out of gas.
Yep.
But
remember what I told you.
Don't even worry about that. But not in that such matter, but don't even worry about that part, man. They're gonna be cool. And they sure look great yesterday, in their regard. And momentum. When you got that kind of momentum like that, house money, because they weren't gonna be in the joint if they didn't win it.
I actually am more interested in basically Saturday's slate because we, know these teams are playing to punch their ticket to the dance. And I look in a couple of those games I look at, I was so anti-Michigan State at the beginning of this tournament.
I was too.
Because I watched them play in the regular season, and I watched a team
and I went against my March logic. Not mess with Tom Izzo.
Man, why did I do that? I started drinking Chris Jan's Kool-Aid. I just could not believe it.
I tried to have love for the boys from Mississippi State that were from the area and tried to get them some spark. And, okay, let's make a run, fellas. They just went and had lunch in Charlotte. They got the continental breakfast and they got to stop by the hospitality room on the way out. That was pretty much that. Can Michigan State?
Can they pull it off and beat North Carolina?
I don't think
the way they played defense against Mississippi State yesterday.
They got enough?
I mean, I'm just.
Because here's what's funny.
All right, do I bet against Izzo again?
Yeah, this is fair.
Like, that's the hard thing. I mean, Michigan State last night, I was listening to somebody this morning going, Michigan State after their ball game, like they were seen on the rooftop doing a pregame run-through on the North Carolina on top of the roof of the damn building that they were staying at. Like, they're just doing their thing. And plus, like, Cadeau is 6 feet tall and 180 pounds.
Right.
RJ is cold-blooded, but he's like 6 feet tall and like 180 pounds.
He looked like J. Cole.
Like, when you got two baby guards, you got 2 6-foot. They both look like baby J. Cole.
This is true.
They do.
This is true.
I feel like Michigan State's got enough beef to throw at them, and that
make it tough on
Sissoko or whatever that kid. Like he played the way he did against Mississippi State.
Here's the thing: I got UConn repeating just in general, but I feel like the biggest threat to UConn is North Carolina because they match up, skill for skill, size for size. It's a good matchup. 2 former players.
You just want to see the love triangle,
right? But
I want to see Arizona and North Carolina, but I don't know if North Carolina gets.
I'm hoping we get that next weekend.
That would be cool.
Just because I was watching Arizona yesterday, and I'm like, these people get buckets. But Carolina checks up. They defend very well. So it's just kind of one of those where it's like, yo, that's going to be fun. If we get that one, book me for that one. What's that? The West region, right? Mm-hmm. So that one will probably be played Saturday next week. I think they probably got the West normally gets the Thursday, Saturday region. So,
well, Jay Ham, the historian, tell everybody where they can find all of you. Again, I joined y'all on Tuesday. I had so much fun. Make sure you bring me back, please. How can they get your content?
I don't even remember what we titled the episode, but we put your name in the title, so that's all that matters with that. But it's featuring Johnny Radio. YouTube.com/94 Feet of Life. Holler us over there. Jay Historian Ham on Facebook. Y'all know I'm getting quite bored. I might create a Facebook status just to start some arguments. Like I did today. Had to remind the Tiger fan base while they trolling Kentucky that they hadn't been past the first weekend of the NCAA tournament in 15 years. Heel activity on my part. I did that just for you, John.
Thank you.
I knew it would make you ill. But either way.
Man, that is 1 hour in the books. We got wall-to-wall basketball. We're taking a small break, though. We got to talk about some pole vaulting. I got my man Sam Kendricks from Oxford. You know I love me some Oxford. Hotty toddy, little Ole Miss action. We got Sam
My
next.
sister went to Ole Miss law.
Oh,
so
man, I knew I liked you. Y'all don't touch that out. Back in 2 Shake. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
The lunatic is in my head.
At Jason's Deli, when you're dining in or picking up curbside, you can expect wholesome food and no surprises, just delicious sandwiches, crisp salads, and quick quality meals made with the freshest ingredients and no artificial trans fats, MSG, high fructose corn syrup, or artificial colors and dyes. Around here, a lot of thought goes into what we put into our food and what we take out of it, because you're not just taking a bite, you're getting a taste of who we are. New items are constantly being created to expand our menu for all tastes and special diets with vegan and gluten-free options available. Convenience and on-time delivery you can count on. It's just a click away at jasonsdeli.com, so whether you need to feed 5 people or 5,000, the team at Jason's Deli, they have the credentials and the commitment to keep you satisfied. Freshness is nearby at Jason's Deli with locations at Ridgeway in the Park Place Center, Poplar and Highland, Germantown Road in Cordova, and on Goodman Road in Olive Branch. Jason's Deli. It's wholesome food and no surprises.
This is hard to believe, but the Hyundai Santa Fe is actually better? I know, that's crazy, isn't it? The 2024 Santa Fe is new, top to bottom, and even better than before. It's almost as big as the Palisade, so roomy, and now it's got a standard third row. Everybody's clamoring for that. And it's the best SUV when it comes to the ride than ever before. You know how with SUVs you love it because you're sitting high, but you don't get that luxury kind of ride like a sedan? You do with the 2024 Santa Fe. It's the best riding SUV ever, and it's quiet. It's the ultimate family car. All you've got to do to be sold is to test drive it. The people at Homer Skelton Hyundai are saying, come try it. You'll love it. Homer Skelton Hyundai, right at the corner of Highway 78 and Craft Road. First exit in Mississippi. Go see the ultimate SUV, the 2024 Santa Fe.
When a cold keeps you up, try NyQuil Severe Honey Flavor. The nighttime, sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, fever, Honeylicious, best sleep with a cold medicine. Powerful cold and flu symptom relief with a dreamy honey taste to give your body the rest it needs to get that cold gone. Wake up refreshed, feeling relieved after enjoying the delicious flavor of NyQuil Severe Honey. NyQuil Severe Honey Flavor, use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
I am such a failure.
You're going to have to narrow that one down a bit.
As the spokesperson for Central Barbecue, I have failed to tell everyone about the new location in South Haven.
Technically, I'm the spokesperson for Central Barbecue.
Well, I haven't told anyone, but there's a new location in South Haven that's super convenient for the people living there. And I haven't told them that location is where all the Central Barbecue catering for North Mississippi comes from.
If we could get back to the Central Barbecue spokesperson thing, see, you have to do this because you work here.
Now, I have no clue how I'm going to face the people of South Haven. I have besmirched the name Central Barbecue spokesperson.
Besmirched?
Are you aware? It's patio season. Family Leisure sure is. That's why they have factory direct pricing on swimming pools, spas, and even, yes, patio furniture. Yes, sir, it's indeed patio season. So come by Family Leisure and check out all the brand new 2024 patio furniture sets. And with patio season here, you know that pool season will be here before you even know it. So buy now to get in line for your pool installation and get pre-season pricing. Plus, you could save $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, even up to $5,000 on all spas and swim spas. Family Leisure has got special pricing on all in-stock saunas, theater seating, pool tables, and even outdoor kitchens. I love it when it's patio season because of all the fantastic deals that Family Leisure makes available just for you. Family Leisure, Whitten Road at I-40, where family and fun come together.
It's time to discover your new Kia at Gossett Kia on the Pike. And there's never been a better time to drive off in your new Kia. Make it happen today in a 2024 Kia Forte LXS. 41 MPG, $219 a month. How about sporty 2024 Kia Sportage LX? We gossip $289 a month. Both $34.99 to its signing. And get rugged in 2024 Kia Telluride LX. $429 a month. $39.99 to its signing, all 36-month lease. So call Bobby J to put you in a new Kia today. That's Gossett Kia, 1900 Covington Pike, or online anytime at KiaCovingtonPike.com.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
All 650 acquisition fee, 30,000 miles per year, 20 cents excess mileage. Forte RE72, $39.85, MSRP $22,320. Sportage R724, $76.40, MSRP $29,635. Telluride RG $49.9963, MSRP $41,005. Includes all rebates and incentives. Must finance through Hyundai. Excludes tax on a license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 4/1/2024. Dealer stock only.
We are Sports 56, WHBQ Memphis, and W253DF Memphis. Flynn Broadcasting Stations.
Oh, yeah.
Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts. Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. We got all kinds of stuff going on. You know, basketball is on. We got games currently going on. Of course, Florida Atlantic, Northwestern, they are at the half. Florida Atlantic holds a 1-point lead, 20-19. You have Baylor and Colgate. 7:50 left in the first half. Baylor is up by 10. Very, very short, right around the corner, 12:45. We got UAB and San Diego State. They're going to be starting at 12:30. We got T-Money and Uncle Brasky. But right now, I got to tell you about something that's a little bit special. We got a couple guests. One, you've heard him before. It's Eddie Murphy. No, not that Eddie Murphy, but Eddie Murphy. He's putting on at the Murphy Pole Vault Clinic this Sunday. It's a beautiful event for young kids, elementary, middle school, high school. If you're an athlete and you're into pole vaulting, there's just simply go. I mean, the easiest thing to do right now is go to EddieMurphyClassic.com. You can register. Things start at about 11:30 in the morning with a little check-in and lunch. They've got 2 sessions. Go online and check it out. And Sam Kendricks is going to be there. Not only is he like awesome because he lives in Oxford, and I love Oxford, he is a bronze medalist from 2016. In 2017 and 2019, he was the world champion. Yes, and they both join us now. What is up?
How you doing, Johnny?
My man, good to hear from you.
Man, it's so good to hear from you, gentlemen. First and foremost, Eddie, what do you got going on, man? You're always putting on some stuff for the kids and helping out people in the Mid-South. This Sunday, I just found out about this this week. What you got going down, and how can people join?
You know, it's just a wonderful opportunity. You know, we've got the Ed Murphy Classic that we're holding. Our 8th annual is going to be we're going back to the University of Memphis this year, and we're going to be there July the 11th, 12th, and then we're going to do the pole vault on Beale Street again for the 3rd year. And Sam's been such a wonderful guy to come down and to help promote the Ed Murphy Classic. And one of the outreaches that we've done is last year we brought in some pole vaulters that were Olympians to train our kids at Kirby High School, and it was such a huge success that we wanted to build on that and do it again this year. So this Sunday, we've got Sam Kendricks. Obviously, he's, world-renowned. He's got a great chance to wear the red, white, and blue in Paris in a couple of months. He and Austin Miller are going to come in, another guy that's ranked 3rd in the United States. They're coming in. We're going to be at Greenfield Arena.
That is right over there off of Summer, correct?
That's right over kind of near Broad, right before you get to off East Parkway, it turns into North Parkway. Great, beautiful new facility, but Sam's been great. We're looking forward to it. We've got space for 100 kids. We have 50 of them signed up right now, so you guys can go to edmurphyclassic.com and pull down the pole vault clinic and sign up and come out. We're going to have a bouncy castle, food, and Sam and Austin have been awesome to come in here and to give us their time, and we're think something special.
All you have to do, by the way, is go online and register. The cost is absolutely free. Head on out there, have a wonderful Sunday, and meet my man Sam Kendrick. Sam, what is up? How are you doing today?
Good, man. I'm a little fatigued. I was traveling all through Europe for the indoor season, and now I'm getting hot and heavy, ready for the Olympic season coming up. Doing the Ed Murphy Pole Vault Clinic is going to be super exciting because I don't get much time to reach down to the young athletes and get to see them. It's kind of hard to find Olympians to be able to plug into this sort of thing. So I'm really proud of Ed for reaching out.
Man, that is awesome, by the way, Sam, that you've done all that. I'm kind of curious, though, because you have been in the Olympics. You medaled in the Olympics. Like, I mean, when the trials, they're about to come up, like, do you change the way you prepare for just a regular vaulting event, or do you have to change and start ramping things up?
Well, I'll tell you what. Training for the Olympics is a lot like March Madness, and you can see a great team like Kentucky get knocked out by somebody who was just having a great day, and that's kind of the scary thing, and honestly the honor of the event. When you go to the Olympic trials in Eugene, Oregon, you have to be great on that day, and without it, you're not being an Olympian again.
That is absolutely wild. So when are the trials, by the way, Sam?
Well, the trials are going to be late June, and we mirror it just like the Olympics. The best track and field team in the world is Team USA. People from all over, they're scared of us and scared of our medal content, and we are a hard team to make. We're a hard team to generate, and if we don't keep working on our youth of the sport, those really go-getters, those challengers, then we're not going to have our next generation of Olympians.
You know, you've pole vaulted all over the world. What was it like pole vaulting on Beale Street?
Beale Street is coming back home. I rarely get to jump in my time zone. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Unless I come home for something like this, I don't get the chance to see and jump for the people that I love, and we packed the street on Beale Street. It was hot. Oh, my goodness, last year and the year before. The rain came down and cooled it all off, and we had a great evening. A bit of a party. But let's all be honest, pole vaulting is a bit of a niche event. So how do you think about this sort of thing? I think about it like, it's the quarterback position of the track team. Pole vaulters are people that got to have a lot of responsibility as well as a lot of courage. Sometimes they got to be leaders. And being able to get there on the street and perform for people out in a different situation was a ton of fun as a challenge.
And the cool thing is you're exposing a lot of people who wouldn't have been exposed to pole vaulting otherwise. I mean, because this is something again. Most people when they're down on Beale Street, they don't see that. They're looking for a little bit of blues, some rock and roll.
Oh yeah.
And
absolutely.
Wham.
There's a bit of an X Games quality to it, almost a traveling circus act to seeing pole vault outside of the track and field facility. But that's what we do. We really try to stretch out and do 50% on the track and then 50% off the track.
How lucky are the people in the Mid-South to have Eddie Murphy putting on the Eddie Murphy Classic, putting on these events for the kids? Again, there's not for all those out there, if you have elementary, middle school, high school athletes want to learn about pole vaulting, this is a unique opportunity.
Well, Eddie is a true champion. Now, I'll tell you this. The honest truth about Olympians and athletes like myself, we're mercenaries. We're prize fighters. We go anywhere there's a prize check because that's how we pay our bills, through competition. But at the end of the day, you've got to have somewhere to come home to. Man, if you grind it out on the road for years and years and years and you've got nobody getting your back on the home front, it's kind of tiring. And that's how I see a champion like Eddie. He is putting on these events and give us some credibility on the home state. We're trying to grow this sport in our time zone, in our region, and without him beating the bushes for us, I tell you what, I got no job and I got no future. And one of the special things about him is he's got to have an amazing amount of energy, an amazing team, and he had to build that himself. So I'm really proud of him for that.
Man, Eddie, bringing you back on for just 1 second. I wanted to make sure that we get everything out. People who are listening, they go to Eddie Murphy. Is it Ed Murphy Classic?
Yeah, Ed Murphy. EdMurphyClassic.com. I mean, I appreciate Sam saying those things, but the really cool thing about this is when this track meet started, Memphis has a tremendous opportunity to be the number one track place in the United States behind Eugene, Oregon. And we're fighting cities like Austin, Texas, Nashville, San Diego, Atlanta, Gainesville, and we're beating a lot of these great cities. And we've got a great opportunity to be the number 2 spot in the United States. And Sebastian Coe, he brought the World Athletics Championships here for the first time a couple of years ago, because we got the Paris Olympics and then we've got the Los Angeles Olympics in 2028. And so a massive buildup between now and 2028. And to be able to give an opportunity for a guy like Sam and Austin to come and jump here in Memphis and hang around our kids and lift our kids up, it's well worth the effort. I can tell you that.
All right. One other thing, Eddie, thank you so much. I did want to say one more thing to Sam. Wish the best of luck with you in your trials. I hope to see you in Paris. I just wanted to also, again, thank you for what you're doing here. Again, you've been overseas for a long time. To come back to be able to give some love and some, a little bit of encouragement and some teaching to the young people. I think that's absolutely awesome.
Well, it is my honor and my privilege to be able to try to build this up from our youth. If we don't have that, we have no base, and we've got no sport in the future. Sport is competition, sport is camaraderie, and sport is positive. So I love all of those tenets, and we're going to keep them this Sunday in Memphis, Tennessee.
Everybody go to Ed Murphy Classic, register. It's free. Join and enjoy the men and have a wonderful weekend. Gentlemen, y'all take care of yourself and be blessed.
Thanks, Johnny.
Thanks, Johnny.
That was Sam Kendrick. Again, a man's that got a bronze medal. And then, of course, Ed Murphy. Like, he's just always doing wonderful things. He's just a super, super, super nice guy. By the way, I'm sorry I've been pointing over at you the whole time, Dacus.
Your computer's not working.
Yes, I have nothing.
Hey, that's why I'm always on my toes, John. I'm here for you.
You know what? We need to hire a computer person. Like their job is to have a computer in here. I know the one thing that it does is somehow put my face. Like, it can always record my face.
Yeah, I can see you.
Put me on the Facebook, the Twitch, the YouTube, sportsmemphis.com.
That's right.
But I can't even tell you all the scores of the games.
I can tell you the scores of the game. John, we got 2 games going on right now at the half. FAU up 20-19 over Northwestern. We've also got a game here in Memphis going on right now. Colgate and Baylor. Right now, Baylor up 45-25 over the Colgate toothpastes. Been a high fly in first half. I mean, Baylor already has 45 points. Still about 3:45 left in this first half.
All right, we got a lot of basketball going on. Again, don't forget, though, if you get a little bit worn out, maybe moms out there and, like, kids, y'all, like, really ain't, like, up with dad just watching TV for 14 hours a day. Like, that's what's going to happen for a lot of the men out there. I know that's happening for me. I'm sure Chas is a little annoyed. Sneak away. Head on over there to summer, take in some pole vaulting, have some fun with the kids. Again, go to edmurphyclassic.com. It's not getting tickets, just registering, signing up, joining, and having fun on Sunday. Now, we're going to take a time out here in a minute, but that portion of the show was brought to you by the wonderful people down in South Haven. Actually, it's Olive Branch. That's right, 5880 Goodman Road down in Olive Branch. I'm talking about Frontier Western Store. They are family-owned and operated since 1967. They have a full line of clothing, not just for you, but everybody in your family. They have a children's department, a ladies' boutique, a men's section, and they have the largest boot showroom on planet Earth. Western boots, work boots, dress boots, you name it, they got it. Plus, they got those Hey Dude shoes. Again, they can dress you from head to toe. Just go to Frontier Western Store or shop online at frontierwesternstore.com. It's easy to navigate. Once you pay, they ship your order out within 24 hours. Everything moves fast and arrives to you absolutely perfect. You can shop by brands. You can shop men's, women's, kids. You can shop by sales. It's so simple. Head on to frontierwesternstore.com or go see them at Frontier Western down at 5880 Goodman Road down in Olive Branch. We got hoops around the corner. We got T-Money and Uncle Brasky. We'll be back in two shakes. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Start your day with Sports 56 Mornings with Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10, right here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Do you want a greener, more weed-free lawn? If you're like me, you can't stand the sight of dandelions, clover, or especially crabgrass. Hi, I'm Brandon Hawley, president of Lawn Solutions. We are your locally owned and operated weed control and fertilization company. We are also experts in disease and insect control on your lawn and landscape. Our uniformed technicians are full-time, year-round licensed and certified by the state of Tennessee. Lawn Solutions' personalized service is far more superior to that of national companies that promise but simply cannot deliver. We return phone calls, we keep appointments, and we want your business. What we will not do is bother you with endless phone calls or junk mail. Lawn Solutions will not sell you something your lawn doesn't need. If you're looking for a local lawn care company to kill your weeds and feed your grass, then Lawn Solutions is the finest. Call us at 867-5626. That's 867-5626. Or go online at lawnsolutionsinc.net. From our family to yours, we want to thank you for your business.
Together, let's drive. Hey, everybody, it's Chevy truck season. All the Silverados you want are right here in Olive Branch at All-Star Chevrolet. Come get any new Silverado you want with financing down to 0.09, and your good credit deserves it. Trailblazers and Equinox with the 1.5 financing and no payments for 90 days. Families love the new Suburban, so you can do more together. Where are you going for Easter and spring break? And better yet, what are you driving? Military, teachers, college students, and healthcare workers, you get an extra $500 bonus. And do you want pre-owned? Everything you want is here. All the Jeeps and Ram trucks. Come drive this Yukon Denali or a Traverse. If it's not here, just ask for Jeff or Kevin and they'll find it for you. And Kevin and Jeff and everyone here at All-Star Chevy asked me to wish everyone a happy springtime and Easter. Remember, it's not South Haven, not Mount Moriah, Bartlett, or Collierville. It's got to be Olive Branch, people. Go to All-Star Chevy today or go to allstarautogroup.com.
A new era in public safety begins with you. Be the change you want to see. Join us for the Memphis Police Department Hiring Expo on Saturday, March 30th, 2024, from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at 170 North Main Street downtown. We will take applications, perform basic testing, and interview candidates on site. Salary starts at $54,611, increasing to $72,000 after 3 years. Free parking will be located at Poplar Avenue and Front Street. For more information or details, visit joinmpd.com.
Getaway Sports Bar, the best kept secret in town, open noon to 1:30 a.m. 7 days a week. Garvin, the owner, created this SEC NFL Dream Bar over 20 years ago. You'll never miss a minute of action. 10 TVs, 5 70-inch TVs for all the big games. Rack them up on 6 pool tables. Coldest beer in town, grab you a pool stick and get you some good bar grub. 100% Angus burgers, big and moist chicken tenders. Daily happy hour Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 p.m. with long neck domestics, $2.25. Getaway Sports Bar, 4632 Winchester.
Uncorked flavor, Corky's Barbecue.
Hi, this is Jimmy Stovall with Corky's Barbecue. We have been serving up our legendary barbecue for more than 39 years, right here in Memphis, Tennessee. Whether you're dining in, picking up in our drive-thru, or serving our famous barbecue at your office or home, with Corky's Party Pack, you are the hit of the party. Barbecue pulled pork, baked beans, coleslaw, barbecue sauce, and buns, starting at only $8.49 per person. And as you know, we send plenty of food. You never have to worry about running out with Corky.
Uncorked flavor, Corky's Barbecue.
Hi, this is Jimmy Stovall with Corky's Barbecue. We have been serving up our legendary barbecue for more than 39 years, right here in Memphis, Tennessee. Whether you're dining in, picking up in our drive-thru, or serving our famous barbecue at your office or home, with Corky's Party Pack, you are the hit of the party. Barbecue pulled pork, baked beans, coleslaw, barbecue sauce, and buns, starting at only $8.49 per person. And as you know, we send plenty of food. You never have to worry about running out with Corky.
All the wisdom of the universe is in these bones.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Happy Friday. Yay. We got T-Money, Uncle Brasky. The world is beautiful. We got brackets. Hopefully your bracket's not too busted up. SEC didn't look good in day one. Tennessee was the only team that looked good. Kentucky lost. South Carolina lost. Mississippi State looked absolutely terrible. Is the SEC going to have a better showing today? I hope so. I think so. I kind of like a few games today. Again, I like Auburn today against Yale. Florida and Colorado has me a little bit scared, but I like Texas A&M against Nebraska. So hopefully the SEC can have a little bit better of a showing, and I feel like Alabama should smoke Charleston. Feel like they should.
I picked Charleston to win that game.
Did you really?
I did in my bracket.
Damn. Why'd you pick Charleston?
Because they shoot the ball well.
And
they've
so
won
does
like
Alabama.
they've won like yeah, but Alabama don't play defense.
No, they
and
don't.
Charleston's won like let me find it. Charleston has won
A
like
bunch in a row,
14 in a row or something like that. Yeah. So I was like, they're hot. I kind of like them.
Well, SEC, the way that they showed yesterday, I wouldn't be surprised if they all got their butt whipped.
12 in a row. They've won 12.
Well, no, Auburn's not going to lose. I got
14
Auburn
lost
winning
15.
it all. Help me out, Auburn. I got Bruce Pearl up in this junk. By the way, I do want to say, did we have T-Money and Uncle Brasky?
We do.
Bro, I was a little bit worried. And then after reading the story, I realized they're not smart enough to pull this off. But did you see the story that a man got pulled over? He was in a thing called a Sprinter van. Do you know what a Sprinter van is?
Absolutely.
What is a Sprinter van? Is that like the Amazon trucks?
No, Sprinter van. It's
like I know what a van is, bro. Like
it's basically
Scooby-Doo
it's
and all them.
like,
Like the Mystery Machine is a van.
Kinda. Sprinter van. It's got like you got like rows in the back, and so you got like a couple rows. You can fit like 10 to 12 people in it.
Well, this is kind of crazy because this dude had been driving this Sprinter van from California all across the country. When he got pulled over in Memphis, Tennessee, still in his Sprinter van, over 1,000 pounds of marijuana, all of them vacuum sealed, packed perfectly, and all the boxes labeled for different states. Like he was making his way all the way up to New York from California. He had $45,000. He had 50 bows. He had 50 pounds. Do you know what a bow is? It's a pound, brah.
Good to know. Learn something new.
Dude had 50 of them of magic mushrooms. He had an arsenal of edibles on him. Now, he had no hard drugs. No like coke, fentanyl, bad things, meth. But he's arrested now. And
I was worried it was you, John.
Do you
when
want
I
to know
first saw the
why,
story.
by the way, he got arrested?
Because you can't have those things.
No, because he got pulled over because his registration was not it was an improper display of his registration. Wow. Dude, I don't know about you, bro, but I would literally, you check it once, you check it twice, check it 35 times if you're going to be driving around with pounds and pounds of freaking weed, bro. But anyway, I was worried about T-Money and Uncle Brasky, and then I realized, dude, please. They ain't smart enough to pull off a caper like that.
No, they're safe and sound betting on all these games, John.
What up, Money?
Johnny, man, you ain't getting me and Uncle Brasky pulled over with no elbow,
man. I know, that's what I'm saying. You don't drive with it, but back golden rule of thumb: never drive with more than 14 grams. Under 14 grams, you got to just go 13. Stick safe.
Because then what's that difference between a felony and
that's a simple possession? Nothing, man. Little ticket. Oh. Go on about your business. But if you have more than that, you could be they can charge you with trying to sell it. Anyway, these are things that I learned from watching.
Distribute. I heard that.
Yeah. But I'm just trying to help out the young people out there because I'm not doing nothing except for gambling. How's
That's
casinos?
right, baby. This is the best time of year to do it, Johnny.
Well, what do you got? How did you do in day one? Are you okay? You still alive?
Well, we did great. I met Big Slender and Red and all those boys and Tony Brooks and all them down at in Tunica yesterday. I got there a little late, so they were already how they wanted to be by the time I got there. But we did good. We did good. I think Slender swept the board. And we had Tennessee for a lot last night, so we had that. I can't believe they called a foul on that boy blocking that Kansas.
Little Timberlake. That made me want to shoot somebody. You have no idea how upset I was about that.
I couldn't believe it. Me and Big Slender, we were up taking a break, up in the room when that happened. We had to take our little 20-minute break in between. And I can't believe that I can't believe they called a foul on that. That was outrageous, Johnny.
That was absolutely terrible. Now, is Uncle Brasky sober enough for me to put him on the radio today?
Well, Johnny, I just got back out of the sports book and got back up here to the room to do the show for a minute before I get back with my fans. I've been down there signing autographs, doing selfies, doing a little bit of everything.
Do you have your sign this year?
I got my sign, had my sign down there yesterday. Somebody tried to steal it. We had a good time yesterday, but you got to watch these people.
I know. And by the way, I understand why somebody's trying to steal it. That thing has, that's got value to it. You are a radio star. Value. And it's autographed. So, man, it's pretty awesome. Now,
even though y'all spelled legend wrong.
Well, he can't help that he can't spell.
Big Slender spelled legend wrong. Remember, he was the one in charge of making the sign.
What, did y'all throw a G in it or something?
Well, he spelled it Ledgend. There's no D in it.
Oh, Lord.
Maybe he was thinking about walking off the ledge that day because he was broke. We don't know.
That is amazing. Amazing.
We're talking about a guy with a college education that can't spell legend.
That is true. Hey, did the Cajun Mafia make it down there? I thought
they're all here. They're all here.
They were asking if your head was hurt, and they said Big Slender was up there in the steam room or something like that.
In the steam room? It was called the smoke room, and there was smoke rolling out from under the door. And thank God that room was on his credit card when they charged him that $250 non-smoking cleaning fee.
Ooh.
Oh, they ain't going to charge him. You think they're going to charge him?
There was smoke rolling out from under the door and him talking to.
But doesn't it say it's not supposed to be tobacco? I thought you were supposed to boast tobacco. Is that kind of like a way you can
He can argue that with him. He can argue that with him all day long when you could open the door and get a contact high.
Damn. I'm going to have to come and see y'all.
The man was getting his smoke on. I ain't never seen nothing like it in my life. And then he wonders why he has to go back to the dispensary.
But he won every single game yesterday, didn't he?
He did. He swept the board.
All right, well, who's he got today? Because right now I don't care about y'all's picks. Where's Slender at?
Well, he's on his way back down here. He was supposed to meet his new sign guy up in Memphis, and the guy called the meeting off.
Oh, God. So he drove like halfway and now he's turning back around?
No, he drove all the way, and then the dude called the meeting off, and now he's on the way back. So,
well,
I mean, it could happen.
I won't say who that. I don't know if you know who that guy is, but that's kind of like, man, I'd be really, really, really mad.
Well, let me tell you something, Johnny. One thing I learned in life, you get what you pay for. When you go buy on the cheap, you buy twice. When you buy on the cheap, they don't call you back, or they postpone. You see what I'm talking about?
Oh, yes. I do. But usually that's Big Cheap, not Big Slender, who has to do things like that. Now,
that's
gentlemen,
right. But
sorry, I got to interrupt. I got to ask y'all. Okay, so are both y'all down at the casinos, or is Money back?
Money had to come back. Money's back back here in Memphis. I had to come back.
You got kids, I know.
Yeah, well, I did that, and I had to give Apollo. We got to get some charcoal from Royal Oak for these next cookouts. So I had to come up here and take care of some business with our man Paulo.
Man, always doing a little bit of work, man. All right, gentlemen, y'all need to give me some work. Yesterday, for me, it was very up and down. I could have had a magical night if they didn't call the foul on my man on Campbell when Timberlake, like, that was a hell of a block. Timberlake can't jump, shouldn't even tried to dunk, should have done a layup, son. You almost broke your neck, and you already got a small, no bench. Come on, Kansas. What was Timberlake doing? But worse was, how can these refs, politicians, and weather people, they're never held accountable if they make a mistake.
Mm-mm. And that was terrible. I mean, that was all ball. You could see it live. It was all ball. I mean, I don't see what the referee did. Like you said, Johnny, just because you held onto the rim and fell on your back and it looked bad doesn't mean dude didn't put your stuff off the window. Man. He blocked your ball, man.
Yeah, he did.
He clean blocked.
It was just absolutely crazy. Did y'all bet against Kentucky yesterday?
No,
Johnny,
I didn't bet against them. Mm-mm.
I was on Kentucky minus 12.5.
Damn. So the SEC kind of did y'all a little beating until Tennessee last night whipped up on St. Peter's.
Correct.
All right, so we're going to start with the picks, Money. I got a question for you. We got games going on. There's a bunch of SEC action. Are any of your plays having to do with SEC games today?
They do. I've got one SEC team, but I love this SEC team, Johnny. And just remember, Johnny, I don't know your bankroll any more than you know mine. And with that being said, I love Bruce Pearl. I love the Auburn Tigers. I always thought Bruce Pearl should have been our coach. Can you imagine the cookouts he would have here in Memphis if he was our coach?
Smoking that butt.
I mean, I'm telling you, if Bruce Pearl was our coach, we'd be Auburn right now. We'd be a 4 seed looking to clown. I like Auburn today minus 13.5 against Yale. I know Yale's a trendy type pick, and they're smart, and they run that Ivy League offense or whatever. But Auburn's got grown men on their team, and they got one of the best coaches in all of college basketball. And I think that they kind of saw yesterday what happened to Kentucky. These boys, they're watching these games, and they're going, "Mate, we better come on," because a white boy from Oakland was shooting the peel off that thing.
Dude, 10 threes yesterday.
My dude was feeling. I ain't seen a dude feel like that since Big O in the three-point shooting contest over there with Father Martell. I ain't seen nobody feel like that.
Man, I ain't seen somebody do that since me playing shawty ball last week, bro. I nailed like 10 in a row, bro. You should have seen me on my 8.5-foot goal. It was awesome. Girls basketball. I was on that joint.
I love shorty ball or whatever y'all call it.
Shawty ball.
I can't play. I'm too tall.
Yep, 6'2" and under play shorty ball. We don't, we tired of all you big people having all the fun. So we got our own league.
Are you a post player in shorty ball, or are you a shooter?
Man, I'm like Kevin Garnett. I'm a long, tall guard who can get down. No, I'm more like LeBron James, baby. I can come down the middle of that paint, just dunk on your face, but I have a much better shot than LeBron.
So you're filling in shorty ball.
I'm doing it all. All right, so we got one game. Right now, we're rocking with Bruce Pearl. I love me some Bruce Pearl. I know one thing. You know where Bruce Pearl would be on 420? Bruce Pearl, if he was our coach, he'd be down at River Garden Park on Riverside Drive at the World Wing Fest, would he not?
Oh, he'd be there. We'd have him in the RS Financial VIP tent. He'd be down there with us, hanging out with all his favorite local radio stars.
Oh my gosh, I'm so fired up about this. By the way, I can't wait. You know, like there's going to be bands. There's going to be like smoked wings all over the place, all kinds of different wings. There's a wing eating contest, music, partying, and it's all for an amazing cause, the Ronald McDonald House. Go get your tickets at worldwingfest.com. And did you know starting next Monday, I'm giving away like 2 ducats every day.
Awesome. I love that.
So I'm doing that, but here's the job. You get 2 tickets, you need to go and call your friends and be like, yo, I'm going to the thing. Me and my girl are going. Why don't y'all go? Go to worldwingfest.com and get your tickets now.
You know, I heard that Big Chief, he bought a VIP 150. If Big Chief can come off 150 for Ronald McDonald, he did.
He did?
If Big Chief can come off he did. If he can come off 150 from Ronald McDonald, you can too.
Man, I'm
Get
right
your
there.
VIP passes today.
Yeah, join us.
WorldWingFest.com, baby.
We'll be drinking a lot of Tito's down there. That's for deadgum sure. All right, Money. We got one bet. We're rocking with Bruce Pearl. We know he'll be at April 20th. Now, who else we rocking with?
I'm going with Duke. I know people don't like Duke, and they're tripping people, and they got Flipowski, and he's what's up with the Duke? Why do they trip people all the time?
Man, ask Grayson Allen the same question. I don't know.
Generational thing.
Like maybe Coach K, maybe he's a little bit different than we thought. And, he Shires comes from his tree. They all started tripping back in the day, and I'm blaming it on Coach K.
Yeah, they were. I agree with you. I don't know why they do that, but I do like Duke over Vermont today. It's minus 12.5. You need to hurry up and go get that. It's tonight, but it's going to go up, I think. It may get up to 13.5 before it tips. Right now it's at 12.5. Go and get the Duke Blue Devils. I mean, I'm not a big Filipowski fan or whatever his name is because I think he's soft as Charmin, and he looks like a kitten stuck in a tree at times, and he just looks shaky and soft, and he let that theater major just spin him around like a top. And so I'm not a real big fan of him because I'm not a big fan of soft people. And he's soft, but they do have a good team around him, and he is 7 foot or whatever he is. But in Vermont, come on, Vermont. I mean, they make the tournament a lot, but
I'm kind of with you.
They got some players.
The Catamounts, though, I kind of like them for some reason. I also just don't like Duke. But when you said they, Filipowski's soft as Charmin, since you said chicken wings, you know what it made me think of? Do you know what double the elbow, triple the bat wing is?
Oh.
Double the elbow, triple the bat wing. Double the elbow, triple the bat wing. It's those big old arms. Like if a girl flapped them too hard, she'd fly away. Like Lizzo. Like the bottom of that right there, that flap. That stuff is soft, bro. That stuff is soft as Filipowski, bro. Double the elbow, triple the bat wing. The girl would fly away.
I love that, Johnny. That's hilarious.
Thank you. Now, all right. So you have 2 bets, and I've already forgotten one. Oh, yeah, both favorites. We're going Duke minus 12.5.
I got Auburn minus 13, and Duke minus 12.5.
All right, Mr. Brasky.
First of all, I got to give you the first one quick because it goes off here in about 3 minutes.
All right, I'm pulling out my thing. I'm talking about my phone.
We're talking about UAB plus 6 against San Diego State University.
All right.
I like UAB catching the points there. San Diego State doesn't blow anybody out.
No, they
really
play
don't. Slow, boring basketball.
I actually have to say I agree with you 100%. And they're kind of like Andy Kennedy. That dude ain't afraid to go slap somebody.
No. Smack a cab driver, smack a hoe. He's smacking everybody. It doesn't matter what he's doing. He'll do
anything. He'll do anything
for a win.
He will.
And that's the kind of guy I like.
By the way,
but anyway, one thing I got to do, Money. I'm calling BS. There is no way Big Cheek bought a VIP membership.
He did.
Show me the receipt.
I'm telling you, this is for Ronald McDonald House, and he cares about the children. He told me the children are the future.
Oh boy, all he does is care about taking their breakfast. I can tell you that. Good Lord, you're going to tell me that.
I'm going to tell you
All
something.
right, but
he knew it's for a good cause, but he also figured he could drink $150 worth of alcohol and eat $150 worth of food and wouldn't have to drink or eat for the next 2 days. Like, I can see
that's
him also.
it, Johnny. That's it, Johnny.
Oh.
And he's bringing people with him.
You're right.
By the way, you said something that kind of made me think about a crazy story, Brasky, and I'm sorry I'm bringing this up, but you said a certain word, and it reminded me, because I talked to you about like the arrest that happened here in Memphis. Did you hear about the former Tennessee police officer who just got settled a lawsuit with the state in the police department and got $500,000? Did you hear why she got paid $500,000? Because of course, you know how we do it in this world. Somebody gets caught, and then somebody ends up somehow turning themselves into the victim. This girl, by the way, woman who was married, slept with 6 other male police officers, a couple of them on the job, a couple of them at the same time. When she got caught sleeping with dude at work, she became the victim and said they groomed her from the first time she'd been here. And she'd been working in the police department for years and years. And this girl just got $600,000. Man, is that crazy?
For being a freak.
Yup.
I don't,
I heard. I read in there she had one of the wives. Police officers.
Oh yeah, she did that. Yeah, she had a threesome with one of the that dude. She was just a freak.
Yeah,
that's what I think.
And then she gets busted, and they're like, they try to like, hey, you can't be sleeping with everybody on the force and their wives. And she's like, oh my God, you called me a bad. Are you implying that I might be a easy?
Well, exactly. We need ladies like that in the country.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I mean, I still don't need them to sue somebody for $500,000.
No. But, everybody's a victim now but me. Even when I'm able to become a victim, I don't. Me and BB were in a wreck where we got rear-ended. All I could think of was pain and suffering, and he let him go. He said, don't worry about it. My neck's hurting, back's hurting, legs hurting, other legs hurting. Everything's hurting.
Well,
but I didn't even get any pain and suffering. I've never been lucky when it comes to lawsuits.
Well, I don't think you should be suing people unless it's like just completely ridiculous. But now I got to get back to winning because I did get my UAB in. I got UAB plus 6.5. I can't believe I just followed you on that one.
The nickel play this week, Johnny. I like UConn minus the 27.5 over Stetson, and I would bet it now. I think they kill them.
Yeah, I would say the Stetson's probably the worst team since UConn's the #1 overall,
seed. I think they cover this. They're going to run away with it. Go on and make that your nickel play. And then the dime bag play of the day, I have been salivating ever since I saw this.
All right.
I like James Madison catching 5.5 against Wisconsin.
James Madison.
These guys are going to surprise you.
They've won like 30 games this year. I do know that. I have not seen them play. Dacus, have you seen this team? Because you watch a lot of the small games.
James Madison?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Is this a team that you trust against a Wisconsin team that looked pretty strong and beat Purdue in the Big Ten?
Yeah, but you got to remember, Wisconsin, that conference tournament was kind of a Cinderella run for them. I mean, they did not play very well in the Big Ten Conference.
Exactly. See, now we're getting to the story here. And they're not going to play well at this. Big Ten never plays well at any unless they're playing at home.
James Madison.
And none of these games are at home.
5.5. I got Madison, man. I got UAB. We got some big favorites up in here. We got some good plays. Did want to ask y'all because it's here. It's Texas A&M. It's Nebraska. It's the Trev Alberts game. Trev Alberts left Nebraska and went to A&M. And now A&M and Nebraska are playing. My man, they got they got my man from over in the Pacific who's just making it rain in Nebraska, bro. Like that dude can shoot, But Texas A&M, man, is a team everybody's expected to be good all year long. They finally kind of put a little bit together, you could say. But, dude, when you got Wade Taylor IV, they got, Buzz over there doing his things. Do you think Texas A&M takes care of business in Memphis?
No. Damn. I will tell you, these SEC teams have blown my mind.
They're not any good.
I mean, how good can Nebraska be? But first of all, when you're playing in Memphis, there's a lot of things stacked against you. First of all, you're worried about getting robbed going in there. Second of all, you're worried
they
that
upped
your
the
car
security
gonna
at
be
the
in the parking lot when you
FedEx
come out.
Forum. They said they upped the security this week just for the NCAA tournament.
The mayor warned us they had to have a news conference on it. I mean, so, these guys may be coming in shaky at best.
I don't know, man. I would think the team from teams from Texas and Nebraska, I'm sure both are heavily armed.
I don't know about Nebraska.
I imagine they are.
Yeah, I mean, Nebraska and Texas, I'm pretty sure.
I think the Houston team's armed. Believe me, those guys look 35 years old, and they're dunking the ball all over the place.
That's a good point. All right, man.
I love Houston.
You love Houston?
I love Houston, too.
I love Houston.
And neither one of y'all wanted to give that play against Longwood because you don't want to talk about Longwood because you have nothing similar to the school at Longwood.
Morehead State.
Morehead State, yeah, we got that. Only thing I can say, go get a shot,
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're on the new what are you taking, TRT?
No, testosterone, man.
Well, that's what
the new
TRT
cocaine.
is, testosterone replacement therapy.
Therapy. Well, whatever it's called, Johnny. Y'all have to put every initial with everything. I just call it the testosterone shot every week.
Man, I feel bad for all those people down in Tunica. Hope you don't start acting like that police officer did.
No. Well, if I can get paid, I will.
Hey, Johnny, you know what the best feeling in the world is when you're down in Tunica? Is when you think you lost, and then you woke up the next morning, and you got a couple black chips in your pocket.
Ooh, did that happen
to you?
What?
That happened to me this morning. I thought I was down and out I said, what happened to my Tennessee money? I couldn't. I'm rolling around in the room, and then I look at my pants, and I find 2 blacks and 2 greens, man.
That's my dog right there.
There's not a better feeling in the world, I'm telling.
Man, gentlemen, I got to go pay some bills. Y'all get out of here. Be blessed and have a lot of fun. Win some money.
Let's rock and roll,
you got
Johnny.
It, Johnny.
That's my boys, T-Money and Uncle Brasky, getting their thing in on a little bit of Tunica. We're late for a break. Back in 2 shakes to close things out. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Be sure to follow us at Sports 56 WHBQ on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to watch live video of our shows. Stay up to date with station events and have chances to win prizes. Don't miss out on anything that's going on. Follow us at Sports 56 WHBQ.
Hey, this is Eli Savoy, and I've got a question for you. Who wants to pay full retail for a pre-owned car or truck when you can buy it at wholesale? Wholesale Unlimited on Pleasant View, right off Covington Pike, has an unlimited selection of super sharp pre-owned cars and trucks you can buy at the wholesale price. And right now, you can use your tax refund as all or part of a down payment and still just pay the wholesale price. Chevy Silverados, F-150s and Ram trucks, Tahoes, Explorers, Jeep Wranglers, Grand Cherokees, Renegades, a Cadillac SRX, Camaros, Mustang convertible, Hyundais. Check it out. Go to wucars.com or Google Wholesale Unlimited Memphis. This is great. Your money goes a long way when you can buy at the wholesale price, and tax refund time makes it even better. Go to Wholesale Unlimited on Pleasant View, just off Covington Pike, with guaranteed approval. Tell them you heard about it right here on Sports 56, and you can thank me later.
Are you aware? It's patio season. Family Leisure sure is. That's why they have factory direct pricing on swimming pools, spas, and even, yes, patio furniture. Yes, sir, it's indeed patio season. So come by Family Leisure and check out all the brand new 2024 patio furniture sets. And with patio season here, you know that pool season will be here before you even know it. So buy now to get in line for your pool installation and get preseason season pricing. Plus, you could save $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, even up to $5,000 on all spas and swim spas. Family Leisure has got special pricing on all in-stock saunas, theater seating, pool tables, and even outdoor kitchens. I love it when it's patio season because of all the fantastic deals that Family Leisure makes available just for you. Family Leisure, Whitten Road at I-40, where family and fun come together. This is hard to believe, but the Hyundai Santa Fe is actually better. I know, that's crazy, isn't it? The 2024 Santa Fe is new, top to bottom, and even better than before. It's almost as big as the Palisade, so roomy, and now it's got a standard third row. Everybody's clamoring for that. And it's the best SUV when it comes to the ride than ever before. You know how with SUVs you love it because you're sitting high, but you don't get that luxury kind of ride like a sedan? You do with the 2024 Santa Fe. It's the best riding SUV ever, and it's quiet. It's the ultimate family car. All you've got to do to be sold is to test drive it. The people at Homer Skelton Hyundai are saying, come try it. You'll love it. Homer Skelton Hyundai, right at the corner of Highway 78 and Craft Road. First exit in Mississippi. Go see the ultimate SUV, the 2024 Santa Fe.
Spring is in the air, and so are the savings at Choate's Air Conditioning, Heating, and Plumbing. Hi, this is Lauren Choate. As we welcome clearer skies and brighter days, it's the perfect time to clear up something else, your home's air quality. Right now, for a limited time only, get a free dryer vent cleaning with every air duct cleaning service. Did you know that cleaning your air ducts can not only improve your home's air quality, but also increase your HVAC system's efficiency? Well, it's not just about efficiency. It's about safety and reducing the risk of dryer fires significantly. With Choate's expert technicians, you can rest assured that your air ducts and dryer vent will be cleaned thoroughly, leaving your home safer in your air pressure. All it takes to breathe easier and save? Just one call to Choate's. But hurry, this offer won't last forever. Schedule your air duct cleaning service today. Give us a call at 347-8086 or visit us online, choateshvac.com. Choates, let our family serve your family.
It's time to discover your new Kia at Gossett Kia on the Pike. And there's never been a better time to drive off in your new Kia. Make it happen today in a 2024 Kia Forte LXS. 41 MPG, $219 a month. How about sporty 2024 Kia Sportage LX? We Gossett $289 a month. Both $34.99 to its signing. And get rugged in 2024 Kia Telluride LX. $429 a month. $39.99 to its signing, all 36-month lease. So call Bobby J to put you in a new Kia today. That's Gossett Kia, 1900 Covington Pike, or online anytime at KiaCovingtonPike.com.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
All 650 acquisition fee, 30,000 miles per year, 20 cents excess mileage. Forte RE72, $39.85, MSRP $22,320. Sportage R7, $24,7640, MSRP $29,635. Telluride RG $49,9963, MSRP $41,005. Includes all rebates and incentives. Must finance through Hyundai. Excludes tax on a license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 4/1/2024. Dealer stock only.
The only power source capable of generating 1.21 gigawatts of electricity is a bolt of lightning.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Happy Friday. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Right now, you need to know this. FAU is down 9 against Northwestern. What a terrible, terrible offensive performance they put up. Vlad Golden has got 9 points. Johnny Davis has 11. Those are their two leading scorers. Everybody else has been terrible. They're shooting 40% from the field, but they've jacked up 18 threes, shooting only 20%. They look terrible. They're down. Man, I guess it's about time for us to get out of here. I hope you enjoy all the hoops. I did want to remind you, the best spirit of the round, Tito's Handmade Vodka, crafted and distilled in the United States. It's good old USA vodka, and it's the best vodka in the world. This weekend, when you're out celebrating with your friends, when you're sitting there watching basketball, make sure you have the best Tito's Handmade Vodka. Get out there, make the world a better place. We'll see you on the flip side. Peace.
Hey, Mid-South, it's springtime, so let's celebrate with the Gossett Mitsubishi Motor